Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Nishad. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how you can create this amazing animated border on your cards using Elementor. I will show you everything step by step from scratch. So without further ado, let's go inside Elementor Page Builder. Okay, so first let's take a container inside this. And I'm gonna rename this container main section, as we are going to put every element inside this. Then I'm gonna make the width of this container 1070 pixel. Then let's make it direction column and gaps 0. Then let's go to the style tab. In here, I'm gonna choose an image as a background of this section. So in here, let's click on this choose. And by the way, if you want to use all the images, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com. Also, link is in the description. So under these important links, you'll find this download the resources I have used in this tutorial. By the way, also here we have this Get Elementor Pro link. Using this link, you can get the Elementor Pro at a really good price. And as you know, using the Elementor Page Builder, you can do very advanced stuff, which is not possible with free version of Elementor. Alright, now let's click on this download the resources. And from here, you can download all the images from Google Drive. Then after extracting, you will get all these images. Let's just select all and upload it in the media library. Alright, as you can see, there is 2 images which is not uploaded because those are in a different image format. So we will upload those by another option. So for now, I'm gonna select this image, which will be the background image of this main section. So select this and you will have this image. Now I'm gonna make the position bottom center, then repeat, no repeat, then display size, cover. And then I'm gonna go to the advanced tab, and under padding I'm gonna unlink. Then on the top I'm gonna put 120 pixel, then on the right 15 pixel, on the bottom 85 pixel, and on the left 15 pixel. Then under the Z index I'm gonna make it 2. And then inside this section I'm gonna add a new container, and let's rename this container heading area because we're gonna put our heading inside this. So first of all, I'm gonna make this gaps 0. Then under the advanced tab, let's make the margin 0, and on the padding 15 on the right, 15 on the left. Then inside I'm gonna add a heading. So let's change the text. I'm just gonna paste my text. Then in the style tab, I'm gonna make the alignment center to make it center, and text color, let's make it 45 F8 82, and it will be like this green color. Then we have typography. In the typography, I'm gonna search the Poppins font and select this. Then on the size, I'm gonna make it 14, and font weight, keep it 600. Then I'm gonna make the transform uppercase to make this fully uppercase. Now line height, choose EM first, then type here just 1, and then later spacing 2 pixel. Then under the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the margin bottom 7 pixel. Now after this, I'm gonna add another heading. Alright, now of course let's change the text to this, and let's make it center. Then color, I want to make it fully white, so you can do it like this. Then in the typography, I'm gonna select another font which is Barlow and select this. Then font size, I'm gonna make it 75 pixel, and font weight, I'm gonna make it 800, which is extra bold. And then line height, let's put 54 pixel, and later spacing only 1 pixel. Then under the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the margin 0, then padding, let's unlink, and on the bottom 20 pixel. Alright, now our heading area is already looking cool, but I want to make it even cooler. So let's go to the JFD side here, and if you scroll down a little bit here, first of all, you will see this global color style CSS. So basically, we're gonna use some simple codes to make our elements even better. So first of all, let's copy this whole code. Just copy this and go back. Then on this main section container, under the advanced tab, if you scroll down from here, you will find this custom CSS. Just open this, and inside this box, paste the code. So this is basically the root, and this little code is working for all of the items we'll be using or creating in this tutorial. And now let's go back to the JFD site, and you will find this border style CSS. We have to copy this, and inside this heading, select this heading, And under the advanced tab, scroll down and in the custom CSS, just paste this. And right after pasting, you will see we are having a nice border or separator under this heading. So overall, our heading is looking really cool. And now it's time to work on our main thing. But before that, I want to leave some space on bottom of this heading area. So from the widgets, I'm gonna take this spacer widget and put it here. And make sure this spacer widget is outside of this heading area container, not inside like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this spacer here, and it's already outside of this heading area. Then I'm gonna put it down by drag and drop. Alright, so this spacer is after this heading area. So I'm gonna use this spacer space 60 pixel, and that's it for the spacer. I just left some space after this heading area. So now let's take a container after this spacer and we'll do our main thing in this container. So I'm just gonna rename this container match box. By the way, this video is brought to you by kitpapa.com. If you want to create your own or a client's website within a few clicks, kitpapa.com is the ultimate place for you. Here you'll find pre-made template kits for almost all businesses categories. You can preview each kit upfront with a responsive view. They also have an installation video guide so you can install within a minute or two. If you are a freelancer or an agency owner, you can purchase them all together at a very affordable price. Alright, let's now go back to our tutorial. Alright, so after adding this match box, I'm gonna make the min height first, 144 pixel, then justify content center and gaps 0. Then under the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the margin 35 pixel on the bottom, then padding 20 pixel on the right and 20 pixel on the left. And then inside this match box, I want to add a CSS code. So let's go back to the JFD site, and if you scroll down, you will find this all effects CSS. Under this, let's copy the whole code and paste it here. But nothing happened yet, right? Because we didn't create anything inside this yet. But when we're gonna use these all effects CSS classes, then we'll be able to see the effect on this container, alright? And now I'm gonna add a container inside this, and I'm gonna rename this container inner box. And I'm gonna make the width 900, then min height 144. Then let's make the direction row and justify content center and align items center, then gaps 0. And I'm gonna make this wrap. Then under the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the margin and padding all 0. Then inside this inner box, I want to add an widget, which is this icon widget. Let's drag and drop, and I'm gonna rename this icon desktop shape. Alright. Now inside this icon, we'll choose the SVG upload instead of icon library. So inside this, let's click it and make sure you enable this, which is enable unfiltered file uploads. And in here, remember we were failed to upload our 2 images, which are HVG images. We can just upload them right now, like this. Alright, so basically we have 2 SVG images. And from here, let's select this match.svg one. And let's click on this insert media. And this will be loaded like this as an icon, but this will be our main shape of this card or the list. Then I'm gonna go to the style tab of this icon and make it center, and I'm gonna make the primary color 0F1C23, and I'm gonna make the size. First of all, select the percentage from here and make it 100%. Then let's go to the advanced tab, and from here make the position absolute. Then keep the horizontal orientation to left and the offset 0. Then keep this vertical orientation to top and offset 0. Just here under the Z index, type -1. And right now our CSS code will play a huge role in this. So basically we have already added this big chunk of code, right? Now to make this code work on the each element, we have to copy these classes. So first let's copy this svg-icon code. Copy and go back here and just paste the class name under this CSS classes. And right after pasting, you can see this small icon shape is now big, and also it has an incredible hover effect. Honestly, this is super cool. Alright, now after this desktop shape, I'm gonna add an image. So let's drag an image widget after this like this. And since this is a custom icon, so it might get little hard to drag and drop every widget so smoothly or accurately. So instead of relying on drag and drop, we're gonna just manage the element or widget inside this navigator. So I'm just gonna drag this image up like this and then drag this image down so it will be equal positioned. Okay, now inside this image, I'm gonna choose an image. From here, I'm gonna select this one, which is line.png, and let's select. And we're gonna have a nice, cool, glowing border like this. And now let's work on this line a bit. So under the style tab, I'm gonna make the width 80%. Then I'm gonna make the height 13 pixel, and object fit, I'm gonna make it cover. So this image will cover the area as much as possible. And we have this opacity option. I'm gonna make the opacity 0.1. And after making this opacity, we can barely see the image in here. Because this image's purpose is not showing itself, but its purpose is to elevate the other things we're gonna be add next. Alright, then after opacity, I'm gonna go to the advanced tab, and in here, I'm gonna make this custom width full width. Then I'm gonna make this position absolute and keep everything as it is. Horizontal orientation left, vertical orientation to top, but on the vertical orientation's offset, I'm gonna make it first select percentage and make 50%, and it will be placed here. And what are we gonna do for this line? I'm gonna go to the JFD side and use our final code from here. So under the background line CSS, copy this code and just paste it under this image custom CSS. Alright, after pasting, it will be like this. So basically, this code is positioning this image perfectly. Alright, then after this image, I'm gonna actually copy this desktop shape. So I'm just gonna right click and duplicate this. So this desktop shape is the cause we are getting this nice diverse shape. So this initial shape is for our desktop. Now we have to make a shape for our mobile and tablet devices. So here I duplicated, and this one I'm just gonna change the title to tablet and mobile. Alright, so this is for tablet and mobile, and this is for desktop. And I'm gonna put this tablet and mobile shape after this image. And let's work a little bit on this tablet mobile shape. So first of all, I'm gonna directly go to the advanced tab because we have all the settings, all the style for this one, because we have just duplicated the other thing. So under the advanced tab, I'm gonna first of all come here, and under the CSS classes, instead of this HPG icon, I'm gonna select this HPG icon 2. This, copy and paste it here. And finally, I'm gonna open this responsive drop down, and in here I'm gonna hide this thing, this tablet mobile shape, on the desktop mode. So we cannot see this thing in the desktop mode, but we can see these on the tablet mode and the mobile mode. Alright, now I'm gonna add a new container after this icon. So let's drag and drop here, and I'm gonna place this container inside this like this. So it is right after the icon, and I'm gonna rename this left team logo because we're gonna hold a logo for our left team here. So first of all, let's make this left team logo container full width, and width select pixel, then here type 104, then min height I'm gonna make it also 104, then justify content center and gaps 0. Then inside the style tab, I'm gonna make the background 14242C. Alright, then let's open this border drop down under the style tab, and in here I'm gonna select this border type solid, then border width I'm gonna make it 3 pixel, and border color let's make it 3435 3D. Then border radius let's make it 15 pixel. Alright, so this container will have a nice border like this. And now inside this, let's add our image widget. And here, let's choose a theme picture. So we can choose this one and select, and this will be loaded. All right, now we have the theme logo. Now we have to add our theme name and other details. So first of all, let's go here under the widgets, and now I'm gonna add a container after this lift theme logo. So let's place it here, and let's drag it up and drag it down. And I'm gonna rename this one theme details. Now let's make this content width full width, and inside this width, I'm gonna select this custom, which is pencil icon, and in here, I'm gonna type a calc. So type calc, first bracket, then 100%, then minus space 216, and px, which is pixel. Now close it with first bracket, and this theme details container will be like this. So basically, you use the calc function to achieve advanced width system like this. All right. So after this, I'm gonna make these containers direction to row, then justify content center, and align item center. Then on the gaps, I'm gonna make it 0. Then on the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the padding 20 on the right and 20 on the left. Now inside this, I'm gonna add an icon box. Let's search icon box, and let's add this. And first of all, I'm gonna remove this default icon because we don't need any icon. We just need this title and this description. I mean, field for this title and description, not these specific ones. So first of all, I'm gonna change this default text. So let's paste it, change the description to this. All right. Now let's go make it look good. So first of all, under this tile, I'm gonna make this aligned right. Then content spacing, I'm gonna make it 5. Then I'm gonna open this content. Inside this, first of all, I'm gonna change the title color to 45 F8 83. Then let's make the typography Barlow. Then size 14 pixel. Then weight 700, and then line height 25 pixel. Then letter spacing 1 pixel. Then let's edit this description, which is this text. And first of all, the color, let's make it fully white. Then typography, I'm gonna make this Barlow as well. 26 pixel of font size. Then font weight 800 pixel. Then transform uppercase, and the line height 31 pixel, and letter spacing 1.5 pixel. All right, now let's go to the advanced tab, and in here I'm gonna make the margin all 0, then padding on the right 35 pixel. So it will leave 35 pixel margin on the right side. Now after this, I'm gonna add another container. So let's drag and drop like this. And also, before doing anything, we can just change this icon box text to left text contents, because this is content for the left side. All right, now let's go back to this container we added newly. So let's rename this one inline. I'm just renaming this to keep everything recognizable. All right, now first of all, let's make this full width, and width, select pixel, then 150 pixel. Then line height center, and gaps 0. Then inside this inline, I'm gonna add another container, and I'm gonna rename this time, because inside this container, this time container, we're gonna put a text for the time. So first of all, let's make this full width, and width, let's make this pixel and 140 pixel. Then mean height 110. Then justify content center, align item center, gaps 0. Then I'm gonna go to style tab of this and open the border, and let's make this solid, border type solid, and then border width, let's make it 400. Let's make it 4 pixel. Let's make it 4 pixel. Then border color, let's make it 3F 49. Then I'm gonna make this border radius 15. So it will be a roundy shape like this, and it will have a border. All right. Now inside this, I'm gonna add a heading widget, which is here, and I'm gonna change the text to a time text like this 8:30. All right. Now let's make it look good from the style tab. So first of all, I'm gonna make the text color fully white. Then in the typography, let's make the text Barlow, and size 34 pixel, and weight 700. The line height 41. Alright, so after this, let's close this inline. And now we have this left side content, but now we want the right side content. So instead of making it from scratch, I'm just gonna duplicate this left side contents and I'm gonna rename this last one right side contents. And I'm gonna drag this, then place it after this inline, and it will be here. But of course we have to change the text and some style. So first of all, let's change this text in the description. I'm gonna change to this. Then simply from this style tab, I'm gonna make the alignment left, and it will be perfectly like this. And also in the advanced tab, instead of the padding on the right side, which is this, I'm gonna make it 0 first and add the same space on the left side. So it will leave the space on the left side. Perfect. Then right after this, we want a logo, same as this. So we have this logo already, which is this lipped team logo. Let's just duplicate this and rename this. Yeah, you already know it's right team logo, and I'm just gonna drag this and put it after this right content, and it will be here like this. Just we have to change the image. So here I'm gonna select this one. And now make sure you put the right team logo, which is this, outside of this team details. So I'm just gonna drag it up and place it here outside of this team details, and I'm gonna make this team details like this. So basically you have to put the left team logo, then after that team details container, and this right team logo. I'm showing you this way because I wanted to understand how it's important to structure everything correctly. Otherwise the design will not match. So if you have missed any structure, or if you did mistake, you can just rewatch this whole process again and make it step by step. So everything will be correct for you. Alright. So now I'm gonna close this inner box. Let's close this, and after this inner box, we're gonna add a new container. So we can just simply right click here and click on this add new container, and it will add a container right after this. And I'm gonna rename this container date and time. So first of all, I'm gonna make this content width box, then I'm gonna select pixel on the width, and I'm gonna type 287 pixel, and min height I'm gonna make it 24. Then justify content center and gaps, keep it 0. Then under the advanced tab, I'm gonna unlink the margin and let's type -3 on the top. Then we have to add a class name here, so let's go to the JFD site and you will find this bottom text class name. Just copy this and paste it here. Alright, now inside this, let's add an icon widget, and I'm gonna upload a SVG as an icon. So here I'm gonna select this shape-bg.svg. Let's insert media, and it will be like this. Now let's go to the style tab and make it align center. Then first of all, I'm gonna make this primary color 101D25. Then let's go to the advanced tab and let's make this width full width. Then position, let's make it absolute, and I'm gonna keep the settings as it is, but on the Z index, let's make it -1. Then after this, I'm gonna add a heading inside this. Make sure this heading is inside this date and time. So I'm just gonna rearrange this and make it like this. First of all, I'm gonna change the text here. I'm just gonna paste the text. Now let's go to the style and let's make the alignment center. And color, I'm gonna make it FFF, 6 Fs, then 80. And it will make this text color a semi-transparent color. Okay, now in the typography, I'm gonna make this Barlow font and size 13 pixel, then weight 700, then line height, choose EM, then type 1, and letter spacing 1 pixel. Then under the advanced tab, let's make the margin -4 pixel on the top, and it should look like this. Alright, and on hover, and if you are wondering why we have put the custom code or this CSS class on this date and time container, because if you notice, if we hover on this match box, we are getting this hover effect on this date and time. So this code is making this hover effect. Alright, so this class name is basically linking this to the code which is making this hover effect. Okay, so since we have made this match box perfectly, now it's time to duplicate this. Because we are not having only one of this, I'm gonna have like 2 more of this. So let's close this matchbox and right click this and just click duplicate. I want another, so duplicate again, and overall we'll have 3 of them. And now the work is simple. We have to just change the content on each of them. So first of all, let's change this image from here. For this one, I'm gonna select this image. Then on the right logo, I'm gonna change it to this image. Then we have to change the contents. So let's quickly change these. First of all, the title, change it, and then the team name. I think it will take a lot of time to show you all this, and I don't want to make this video so long. So after changing all the contents, I'm gonna come back to you. Alright, now after changing all the text and images, now our match schedule is looking like this. Now, although it's perfect on the desktop mode, we still have to make it perfect on the mobile mode and tablet mode. So first of all, let's check the tablet mode. So in our tablet mode, it's looking like this, but we can fix this really easily. Just follow me step by step, okay? So first of all, I'm gonna select this inner box under match box. Then here under the advanced tab, I'm gonna make the margin 0, and on the padding, I'll link, and on the right, 15, and on the left, 15 pixel. Then right after this, I'm gonna select this tablet mobile shape, this one, and make sure you have the size 100% here under the style tab. And then in the advanced tab, I'm gonna select this width, full width, which is 100%. And after selecting it, as you can see, this is taking full width of this. Alright, now it's currently looking like this. Now we have to work on this inner content. So first of all, let's select this image, and here instead of the 104, I'm gonna make it 90 pixel, and on the min height 90 pixel. Then I'm gonna copy the container, this one, and I'm gonna right click here and paste the style on this container so it will be same. Now let's work on this icon box, which is this left contents. In here, first of all, under the style tab, open the content. Then in the description text, in the typography, let's make it 20 pixel. Then copy this and paste the style here. Then let's select this, which is this inline, and instead of 125, let's make it 110, and let's select this time, and this I'm gonna make it 185 pixel, and it will be nicely small like this. Now our this list or this card is looking perfect in the tablet mode, so we can just copy everything and paste the styles into the other ones. Alright, after pasting the styles on each of them, now everything is looking perfect in the tablet mode. Now let's go check our mobile mode. So in the mobile mode, it's kind of looking like this, but let's work on this one. So first of all, let's select the match box, this first one. Let's work on the first one, then change every one of them. So first of all, under the layout of this, I'm gonna make the align items stretch. Then let's go to the inner box, and under the advanced tab, let's make the all padding 20 pixel. Then I'm gonna select this image, which is this left team logo, and I'm gonna make this width 75 and 75 pixel. Then let's grab this one. This is team details. Then let's make the margin. Let's unlink first and type minus 75 pixel, and this will pull itself 75 pixel to the top. Padding, I'm gonna make this padding bottom 20 pixel. Then inside this we have this time container, which is this, and I'm gonna go to the layout and let's make this 95 and 75 pixel, and it will be like this. Then I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Then here we have this order option. I'm gonna select this custom, and automatically this will be 3, and this right image, which is this, will be virtually after this left image. Physically this is not right after the left image, but we made it virtually right after this. So I'm just gonna copy this one, and we can just paste this, paste the style to make it like this, and after that I'm gonna grab this time container, and in the width I'm gonna make it 95, and on the height I'm gonna make it 75. Then let's work on this left contents and right contents. So first of all, I'm gonna select this, and under the advanced tab, I'm gonna use this width and select the custom width. Then let's type here, first select the percentage property, then 50%. Then let's select this one, this right contents, and let's do it the same, custom and 50%, and it will be in the same line, but for this one in the style, I'm just gonna make it right, and it will be aligned on the right side. Also, let's select this date and time, then let's select the icon inside this, and under the advanced tab, let's make the vertical orientation 3 pixel, and it will be nice like this. And by the way, if you notice, we have this green line inside this card, but I don't like it having in the mobile mode and tablet mode, so I'm just gonna simply select the image, and under this responsive, I'm gonna hide it on tablet and mobile, and it will be hidden. So right now, our single card is looking perfect in the mobile mode. Now it's time to paste the styles on every one of them. So I'm just gonna do it quickly and get back to you. Alright, now after changing and pasting the style, every card is looking perfect in the mobile mode. So we can say we made our section responsive perfectly. Alright, now I'm gonna summarize the things a little bit. First of all, let's select this main container, which is this main section. And we have added this little CSS code, right? So with this code, you can control this site color and this text color. So in this site color, you can change, for example, I'm typing here red, blue. So here some of the things were green color, for example, this one, and this animated border will be this blue color. Or if you make this orange, every green one will be orange color. And if you change this text color, for example, red, you can see every text will be red color. So you can actually play with these colors, and you can just make your own color scheme. And of course, you can change these plain colors directly from the widgets. So you don't have to worry about this one. So let's just undo this color changing. And now I want to polish some things. For example, in this image or with this image box, we have a border, right? So I want a simple effect. So first of all, let's go to the style tab, and in here we have this border color, right? But on the hover, I'm gonna make this border color 45F882. And inside this border, we have this border color, this black color, right? But on the hover state, I want it to be a different color. So make the border type solid and border width 3 pixel. I'm making everything same as this normal state for the hover state, but I'm just gonna change the color in here. So instead of this black color in the normal state, I'm gonna make this 45F882. And now if we hover on this, it will give us a nice border hover effect. Alright, so you can just copy this and paste it here, paste the style, and it will have the same hover effect. Also, we can paste the style on every one of them. Alright, now every item is having the hover effect. Alright, so finally we have completed our amazing match schedule hover effect. I hope you have learned something new today. If you like it, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also press on that notification bell icon to get notified before anyone whenever I'll upload a new video on this YouTube channel. And if you want to help us on your WordPress or Elementor projects, then you can contact us through our website, that's jimfahaddigital.com. We will try our best to help you personally. Once again, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.